In cooperation with Portland Radio Project and MoGo Music Festival, we present ADDverse Effects live at Doug Fir Lounge.
Y'all ready? Let's do it. It goes E, F, F, E, C, T. Like E, F, F, E, C, T. It goes E, F, F, E, C, T. It goes E, F, F, E, C, T. ADDverse Effects operate correctly. Come on, let's get into it. Let the rhythm hit them with that old school soulful. Don't it sound so intimate, impotent? Little rappers couldn't tell the difference. I keep it chill, flow colder than the Inuit. Immigrant coming for the throne, my reign is imminent. Gotta be the light of the world, my words the filament. Honestly, I feel like my true potential is limitless. But these days, everybody raps, I blame the internet. Back in the day, I was a lot more militant. No, I ain't feeling it. Put myself in poor predicaments. Raging against the sin, drinking gin with abolitionists. Coppers didn't share the same bars, we faced imprisonment. But I remain vigilant, smarter than the syndicate. The increment of power grew from listening to the witnesses. When I hear whack MCs, it makes me sick of shit. Here's some tips to make yourself more genuine. First, make yourself a participant. Ain't no future in your front and MC pre-game. You were here second. Stop all the ambivalence. You gotta stand for something and the possibilities are infinite. Third, use a little bit of intellect. You ain't gotta dumb it down just to make yourself more relevant. Fourth, pick up on the mic and use the cardioid as it was meant. It ain't that hard, dummy. Learn your damn instrument. Kick your shit. Just know you are another equivalent. It's supposed to pitch, grab the break. That's better out of land. Goes E, F, F, E, C, T. It goes E, F, F, E, C, T. Like E, F, F, E, C, T. It goes E, F, F, E, C, T. Second verse goes out to the guy MC who taught me how to check a mic while I was checking out his melody. I listened steadily to the ones ahead of me. Wouldn't be here without rock him and every beat. Eternal rhyme structure, stuck in deconstructing my sucker MC's flex, perplexed by hard lines, line to the next line. Rock a rhyme all night. Had a microphone feel like me, feeling alright. Now be thinking of a master plan. Cause ain't nothing but sweat inside my hand. But I'm used to that, it's just another day, bro. Gotta sink in the green, cause I ain't no joke. I was born in 87, got that 80s baby cool. Born in 87, same year as Paid in Full. Rock played the mic just like Miles played his horn. Free from the pressure, he was free from the world. The duo did it different at a time where rap was young. And paved the way for MCs to have their own tongue. The eternal rhyme preacher style teacher from the throne. Follow the leaders, now I gotta leave my own it. Own it, own it, own it, own it. Own it, own it, own it, own it. Own it,
Welcome to PDX Spotlight. I'm your host, Luke Neal, and tonight we are joined live from the MoGo Music Festival with ADDverse Effects. Guys, thanks for being on the show.
What up? Thank you for having us.
Yeah. Well, you were part of MoGo #1, and I want to talk to you about that. But first, tell everyone where your roots came from, because originally you're from Oklahoma City, right?
We are. We're actually from Norman, Oklahoma. That's still 405. Boyd and I met, played an impromptu gig, practiced for like 3 days on it with a couple other guys. Killed it. Some of those guys ended up going on tour with future Grammy winners and whatnot, and Boyd and I were just left like, yo, but this really sick. So we like wanted to do that for the foreseeable future, and hunkered down. We got Benja and a couple other cats to play with us, and 2.5 years later, came out to Portland.
And you're known now as like one of the leading live bands. Anyone that sees you live, whether they're a fan of hip hop originally, I've heard a lot of people say, I'm not really into hip hop, but I saw ADDverse and now I'm into hip hop.
Killer, man.
Like,
Good.
yeah.
Dude, that's pretty much how I joined the band. I mean, like, I caught word from Josh's first roommate, who was friends with my roommate at the time, and then found me, and like I was kind of like, I don't know, like hip hop's never really been my thing, like more like a blues rocker kind of guy.
Sure.
And then I saw the music for it and got some of the tracks from Boyd and was like, actually, this is really, really cool and something I could definitely do. So I hopped on.
I want to talk to you all about your LP that just came out. You've been waiting for a while to get that out.
Yes. It was, man, yeah. At some point, it was just like, we are killing it on the live scene, but without an album, this is all like never gonna go down in history kind of thing. You know, like when you have an album, it's like a piece of the fabric of music, of, you know, the universe, that like they can't take that away from you. And we really like wanted that and needed it to move on from those songs to start creating new tracks.
I want to give a shout out to Gene Blank, who
Absolutely.
put the final touches on the record.
Yes.
And
Mad
it's-
thanks
More
to
than,
Gene.
I mean,
Yeah, serious.
more than the final touches
Yeah.
too. I mean, he kind of made that happen.
He
to a
really
certain
did kill
extent
it,
on
like-
the mixing.
He kind of became a sixth member. Like him and Boyd were just hunkered up in that studio doing engineering. Boyd's back there.
Hey, boy.
Lurking, by the way, he's lurking.
Yeah, they were just killing it sound-wise on that album. I mean, I couldn't believe how amazing it sounded.
Who's that? Who's so down? Rockin' bones with bass. Silly monkeys throwing the shit around. Rockin' bones with bass. Tell me what's that smell in the room? Rockin' bones with bass. Coming with the shit for y'all to consume. Rockin' bones with bass. Tell me what's that sound over there? Rockin' bones with bass. Who's in the crowd down in the underwear? Rockin' bones with bass. Sunshine. The vibe alive. The definition of the line. You've been pressing rewind. Coming with the facts and beats and bass lines. Power so great, I hate to waste time. Can't handle your reality, why don't you face mine? With the 808 and the 909. Some G wanna be fashion West Coast sound. Here's a crew that been crossing your line. Joe Letty, on the mark already. Faster than the Eddie, got from Barry with Treddy. I keep it steady like Teddy Pendergrass. 2 years confetti, all up in your ass with the mind forward from my Treddy. Got to be making my betties get all hot and sweaty, so they be ready to jetty back to my crib again, Betty. Check out B-side, ready to ride. Putting on this helmet, putting steady to side. To write a masterpiece, the flex complex, the checks. Now we about to tell you what's next, what's next, what's next, what's next, what's next, what's next. Baby flex, baby flex, baby flex, baby flex. Who's that? You throw it down. Rockin' bones with bass. Silly monkeys throwing this shit around. Rockin' bones with bass. Tell me what's that sound in the room? Rockin' bones with bass. Coming with that shit for you to consume. Rockin' bones with bass. Now tell me what's that party over there? Rockin' bones with bass. Who's in the crowd down in the underwear? Rockin' bones with bass. Big rage. Get on the stage. Just set to when the bench touch the bass. Black days in the haze, rhythm pave the way. Ways to warp your mind from our modern day stage. We been turning shit up every time we turn a phrase of bass. Now we're rocking with my hands in my pocket, shy guy on the seat till I'm greased like a sprocket. Going off like a rocket, boom, B-side. Don't try to hide. You can eat your chicken naked, you can eat your chicken fried. Bit of mash don't mind, be surprised at what you find, but it never finally a witness pride on the neck, mind flex, fly.
You've got a really cool juxtaposition of, you've got some songs like Flex 5 that almost have a cheeky type vibe, but the lyrics are always socially conscious and making you question things or revealing things that maybe you hadn't thought of before. So speak to that a little bit about the social consciousness in your tunes.
Well, first and foremost, I think we're like always trying to push the boundaries of like what is considered to be hip hop. Like you were saying, a lot of people like didn't like hip hop until they like started listening to us. That's awesome. Like we love to hear that because like we love hip hop as a genre that we make, but we also love tons of different other kinds of music. Mm-hmm. So it like all of that bleeds through into the tunes that we create. As far as the conscious aspect of it, man, I mean, I think we're just like very real people, not trying to like push out an image or a facade or anything like that. Like we just want to connect with people, and like musically, I think we have achieved that by doing it the same way we've done it for like 4 years. So
like I said earlier, we're here at MoGo 2017, but you also played the first MoGo, which was in the fall of 2015. Talk about that experience and talk to us about what it did for the music community after that.
I thought it was great. Like when we first kind of caught wind of what was going on, we thought it was a really good idea. Josh and I went to a marketing seminar that Jason Feldman had put on, and that was where we met just a whole bunch of other musicians that a lot of them ended up being in the MoGo Festival too. And that was one really cool thing about just the whole MoGo thing last year was it was what about like 20 bands and 2 venues as opposed to 12 venues and 65 bands this year. So everybody just really got to know each other really well. Like the guys in Baramond and Goldfoot, we've played with Goldfoot several times now, and everybody knows each other. And I mean, I'm sure if you like been following Facebook for like the last like month or so, it's just been plastered everywhere.
Yeah.
Which is really cool. It's cool to see everybody kind of come together like that, and I think that same sort of thing will happen this weekend. So it's really exciting to be a part of this again. I mean, last year at the Star Theater was so great because I felt like it was almost kind of like a coming out party for us, you know. Like we had been around, been like gigging, just maybe not like the biggest spots. You know, we had a lot of Hive Mind stuff that we would do, and the Third Mondays that we would do. But that was enough exposure for us on a more major stage to get to where we're at now and where we're going with like bigger venues. And
I think it's super awesome how Jason is putting local bands on the best stages in the city,
absolutely.
like, and allowing local talent to shine on stages that, like, you know, like Mobb Deep plays these stages, and like Ghostface Killah, you know, people like that, and it's just amazing that he has so much faith in the local community and like the amount of effort that he puts into MoGo, him and his entire team, like just like that dude does not fail. Like, and every event is put on like to a T. Everything's amazing. Like, and being a part of any like JFL Presents event has always been like really awesome experience for us.
Whether you go to check them out or you're actually a part of them, you can tell that level of professionalism is like tip top.
And he got us our last Doug Fir gig too.
Yeah.
With Grand Royale, the Beastie Boys.
And
that was
the Wonder
great.
Ballroom in April.
Yep. Which
And
we were
then,
flying.
too.
It's several coming up.
Yeah, speaking of which, what are your plans for 2017? What are some of the shows you're excited for, and are we going to hear any new music?
We are.
Yes.
You're gonna
All
hear
of
new
the
music
above,
tonight.
definitely.
We're bringing
New
some
track
new
tonight.
We actually, like, it's funny you asked that because we have recently been creating new music that is like, we are just knocking like tracks out of the park left and right now. I think we're like 10 songs into like new instrumentals, 3 or 4 songs into like actual full-on songs with like movement and character and lyrics added to them.
It's crazy. So like my thoughts on it are, you know, there was like the the original, oldies but goodies kind of tracks, and
Sure.
now I feel like this band has taken, especially with like a lot of the sounds that like Spencer's putting in, it's like almost you can feel that ADDverse has hit the West Coast.
Yeah, we're getting a lot more like synth driven.
A lot more like experimental kind of spacier stuff,
Yeah.
but then like still kind of like similar messages to stuff in the past, but with new spins on it. So, I mean, that's what 6 hours in a basement burning sage will do,
Right.
Literally.
Which that's what
Among
we
other
attribute it to. It's like, well, what's the common denominator here? Well, basement, beer, and the sage. Actually, it's kind of funny.
Sage.
Sage.
Well, that's exciting. I know I'm looking forward to some new tracks. So that's great to hear.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
It's great for like I said, getting the album out was like the levee breaking really for us to like move on from that. I mean, we love the old stuff, like
Sure.
Yeah.
it's amazing, but we also as artists are always wanting to challenge ourselves, and so it's just great that it's been so easy to make new music with these guys especially. I mean, they've like really stepped into their roles as writers with the band just incredibly well. And of course, we always still have like the top-notch filter of Boyd that everything runs through that basically makes every damn song a hit. So
And Benj is a force of nature.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that's really
Shout out
that's the best
Benja.
way to
Yeah.
wishing to
describe
be here.
Benja.
He's
Force
a
of nature.
dude. That kid,
He's
you could
been
throw
working.
him in the jungle with like 2 sticks. He'll come out of there like 6 months later with a brand new type of music.
Yeah, or like he will have like industrialized an entire area. Yeah, like, it's got his own commune.
Fantastic.
His engineering mind is just like amazing.
Plus, he's been playing synth more now too.
Yeah.
so he's,
Oh,
kinda,
yeah,
he's splitting
yeah.
like he's playing bass and synth, and like switching off on songs too. So it's
Super exciting.
we've gotten a lot more
That's
synth
great.
heavy.
Yeah.
Sonically, we're really pushing some boundaries on this new stuff. It's great.
Welcome to the land of the heartless. This is hip hop's valley of the darkness. You are now waiting in the waters where the sharks is. See the predators come at you like the shit is war. They ain't scared of nothing. Fucking we ain't either. Death flow, going toe to toe with the reaper. Take you down into my world, deeper, deeper, down through the looking glass. What the fuck you looking at? Tell me what you see when you look into the mirror. Is the image beautiful or does it bring you fear? Or is the image blurry? Need to see it clearer. See through to you if you can't step nearer. This is not a time to weep, it's a time to reflect. It's not a time to change, it's a time to accept. It's done now, no reconstructing who we are. Like the tattoo to our souls, we proudly sport these scars. As if they tattoo to our souls, we proudly sport these scars. Yeah. As if they tattoo to our souls, we proudly sport these scars. Yeah. Put on a chest to battle these tyrants. I don't need a watch to tell me it's my time. Kid, rappers got chains, claim that they're rhyming. I don't need no shot, get my mind's a fucking diamond. Entering the scene, looking for where to run. See the bombs drop when I start flicking my tongue. Explosions, kaboom, was fired at everyone. They all mow down and we kicking it just for fun. These the kind of rhymes that can start a fucking riot. I control the troops, revolutionary pilot. Headed to your city, coming through. See us flying and overthrow the industry's bullshit and lying. Corruption, destruction, damage coming rapid. Set them up, knock them down. Perform for attacking. Prima donnas acting. Lights, camera, action. Just to make the scene. Fucking fights, cameras crashing. That's how we just to make the scene. Fucking fights, cameras crashing. This how we just to make the scene. Fucking fights, cameras crashing. life, a walk through the desert or a run through the jungle. I peep the scene to see it somewhere in between the metaphysical and existential mix. With a kiss from Lucy as deemed me free to fly. To any guy that heard, I gave her my word, I'd already chose sides. Said that for my tribe, I was always down to ride. I watch these goddamn sucker sheep sell their souls just to say that's what I drive. Demons turned to me and they cried out, like please accept a bribe, and I can't lie. I thought about it, turned and tossed about it. My fucking conscience vowed it, gotta snap back. Wrote the famous page with good intentions and gold-plated traps. Watch your step, lest your legs fail. You literally won't make it out of this to reach the plane of tranquility. I said we'll make it out of this to reach the plane of tranquility.
All right, guys. Well, I've been looking forward to tonight's show and MoGo for a very long time. So let's talk about some other shows that are coming out and let you say some shout outs or thank yous.
Yeah, in May we'll be playing Portland Prom.
Yep.
Which will be what, May 27th?
Yeah, May 27th
May
at the Star
27th at
Theater.
the Star Theater with Just People.
Yep.
It'll be their last official show for a minute.
Yeah, kind of crazy. They've been around for a long time.
So yeah, everyone get decked out. Your
It's
Sunday's
always
best,
it's always a
Saturday's
great time.
best.
I've gone to proms before, and they're always so much fun.
Yeah.
So
I've heard that
I'm
part is
really
crazy.
excited to play that.
Yeah,
great.
We'll be rocking that, and then we also are playing the Paris Theater a couple weeks before that with Wim Grace.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, and that'll be an awesome, really eclectic bill. Plus, like the Paris Theater, obviously, like it's a really cool place
Yeah.
to
One of
play.
those new
Also,
shows.
not
Yeah.
a porn theater anymore. So,
True.
Yes.
It's not a porn theater.
I feel like we
anymore.
should get that out
Yeah.
there.
Come for the music.
Yeah.
Other than that, I still am hosting and curating Lessons in Fresh every third Friday of the month. So yeah, it just features local jazz, hip hop, and soul. People who don't normally like. Last month I had people who had never played a show before in Portland, and like I'm just trying to put on newer cats to the scene in Portland, let them meet each other.
That's awesome.
meet
Good
them.
for you guys.
So, yeah.
That's at the Eastburn.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, shout out to Hive Mind,
Yep.
of course.
I've mine.
Jason Feldman.
Yeah, JFL Presents. Shout out to the Globe homies, Matt Randall, Fontaine, all
Yep,
those cats.
Thanks to Doug for hosting.
Yeah,
us.
Yeah,
man.
definitely.
Thank you
Doug
to
Fir,
Doug
super
Fir.
rad.
And where can the fans find you?
We have a website, ADDverseEffects.com with 2 Ds. Don't forget the double Ds.
Never.
We, yeah, and we are, I mean, we have covered every gamut of the internet. So if you can't find us,
yeah,
you're not
yeah.
trying hard
That's
enough
right.
at this
We need to
point,
get our own
man.
like subreddit or something.
All I do is spend time in front of the computer making sure that we are Googleable. So.
Yeah.
Well,
Very
thank you guys so
Googleable.
much
Yeah,
for
man.
being on the show.
Yeah,
like,
thank
Hey,
you.
shout out to PDX Spotlight.
Yep.
Word.
PDX Spotlight.
Yeah, man.
Rad dudes.
we've
Thank
wanted
you
you
guys.
on for a long time. So, ladies and gentlemen, ADDverse Effects.
Peace.
I deliver my message to the masses of a future hip-hop classics. Hard bars and dark bars, so we stay rocking glasses. Cause these lights sometimes be blinded. Most causing cataraction. Cause we living for the moment. Can't be looking, draw past that till we feature. Don't you put all of your eggs up in that basket? Go to college, get a job, man. You would never make it rapping. Well, fuck it, I did that anyway. Nurture my blessed talent. Now the same ones that dared it. See the same damn action. I be maxing and relaxing. While these tools be going ratchet. Never really give a fuck about the check. I could be cashing. I'm already living broke as fuck and I'm having a blast. man. So I took my rent money and I spent that on acid. There's a massive attack. Improvise the booms and bats from the fucking tunes of rap. Bring it doom to all these hacks. Sex shrooms with boomer caps help me to understand the galaxy. Life is what you make it, that's the only damn reality. So don't be mad at me, hip-hop was just a casualty to ADDverse with Lazarus and brought that back to breathe. 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 I don't be mad at me, hip-hop was just a casualty to ADDverse with Lazarus and brought that back to breathe. Back to breathe. Back to breathe. Back to breathe. Heard it from the radio, hip-hop had been declared deceased. Auto-tune impaired your speech. Too much trap instead the weak. Above ground, you were scared to think, but underground, you found strength of speech. Your tattered form, your soul reborn through the hive mind. See the hive swarm, that two planets, pariahs, that tribe Mars, that NOD, that Coco, that research, that hive mind mentality. New guardians of the galaxy, new DC on LSD. It's elementary, the way I want words, make my voice, sir, you can't fuck with me. Should tax y'all for that luxury. Government bugging, try bugging me. Patriot acts and phone taps sound like a rights in jeopardy. That red party wanna bury me. Turn my lifestyle to a parody. And apparently I'm a terrorist. Getting strange looks at Mickey D's cause my hair long, my skin brown, my hood's up, eyelids down cause that blue dream, but it's true dream is all that mean shit now. I won't go back to sit shit. Get the fuck up out this kitchen. I wanna rock crowds, wanna change lives. I can't do that in detention, so I need your attention. If you want it, and then some 5'10", dark and handsome, bringing forth the resurrection, a reflection, that new hope. No Star Wars, no Solo. It's a team sport. Our team strong. Yellow Cowboys, no Romo. Just want this work to last forever like a photo. Leave the show, turn it to your boy like that was dope, bro. ADDverse, the new fury is fine. Check the message. I my collective recommend you don't forget it. So don't be mad at me. Hip-hop was just a casualty to hard mind when Lazarus and brought that back to breathe. 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 Now don't be mad at me. Hip-hop was just a casualty to hard mind when Lazarus and brought that back to breathe. Back to breathe. Back to breathe. Back to breathe. I don't be mad at me, hip-hop was just a casualty to hard mind when Lazarus and brought that back to breathe. Brought that shit back to tribe, brought that shit back to eat, brought that shit back to rhymes, brought that shit back to beats. I don't be mad at me, hip-hop was just a casualty to hard mind when Lazarus and brought that back to breathe. Brought that shit back to tribe, brought that shit back to eat, brought that shit back to rhymes, brought that shit back to beats. Woo! I heard that time's an ocean, not a garden hose. Woo! If that's the case, then baby girl, I'm down to flow. Woo! I heard that time's an ocean, not a garden hose. Woo! If that's the case, then baby girl, I'm down to flow. Thank you all so much for coming out tonight.